Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. So in our previous practical, we have started assembly. Okay.
Assembly.
So today we'll continue this. So we had assembled this flange, key and shaft. Okay. So in addition to that, we had also assembled the disc. I have removed this. That is the next. What we will do, we will save this as sub assembly. So I have already saved this flange sub assembly, if you can see. So this is our sub assembly. Next, what we will do, we will make one more assembly that will be main assembly. Okay, and in that main assembly, first component will be this disk. So I will close this and new assembly, and here you can give the name main click OK, and first part will be the disk, click OK, and it is with absolute origin. Whenever you are loading first part, okay, load it with absolute origin so that its origin and the origin of assembly will be same. Click OK. So in our main assembly, this is the first component. Next, we will add first sub assembly. So go to add component, add flange sub assembly. Click OK. Click OK. So here, this slot, sorry, this should be inserted into this slot. So for that, you can give the constraints. Here, positioning will be by constraints. Click OK. And here, touch align, touch. So select this face and this face. Click apply. Okay. And we need one more constraint, that is we need to match this curve, okay, outer curve to this one. So go to concentric and we will select this and this one. So let us see the result. So it is been perfectly assembled. Okay. Then next what we need to do, we need this entire assembly. Okay, so we need to one more time add this flange sub assembly. So same thing, add this flange sub assembly by constraints, click OK, and here touch align touch. Same thing, this slot and this face should be matched. So select this slot face and this face, click apply. Okay, and next thing is these two curves, outer curves should be matched. So go to concentric and select this curve, outer curve, and this outer curve, click OK. So if you see, both the sub assemblies are on the left hand side, so we just need to change the direction. You see in the assembly navigator, you see on the left hand side, go to second sub assembly. Okay, this is the first assembly, second assembly is on the same place. So go to constraints and last constraint here, this one, right click, reverse. Sorry, not this one. This flange assembly. So, sorry. So in the main assembly, we need to reverse this concentric disc so it will get to the other side. Okay. Any doubt in this? Now, if you want to remove these constraints, okay, all these things you can sorry you want to hide all these things. We can hide these constraints by just right clicking it. Right click, hide. Right click, hide. So in this way, we'll get only the components which are there. Can you see this PDF? PDF दिख रहा है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we will do, we will produce one exploded view. So exploded view means in the assembly, we can have one view where all the components, they are disassembled, okay, and they are kept at certain distance. You can see this. So in this way, we can generate one exploded view. So for that, now in this PDF, step-by-step procedure is given. So by reading this PDF also, we can do it. You can go to this bottom one, exploded views, or you can go to assembly and here exploded views. So go to exploded views. Here no exploded view is there. So you need to go to this exploded views, new explosion, and here we can give any name. We will follow what in this tutorial is given. It is flange sub-assembly. Explosion. Sorry, here it is Oldham explosion. So we will give Oldham explosion. Click OK. Then here manually we need to position all the components in the explosion. Okay, how they will look. So here we'll go to exploded views. Can you see this Oldham explosion? This one. Go to edit explosion. Here. And from this, select left hand side this flange sub-assembly. Move objects, and here in y direction we need to move this sub-assembly by -100. You can see. So this left hand side sub-assembly has moved, means it has not actually moved. In exploded view it will look like this. Okay. Again go to edit explosion, select this key, move objects, and again select Y, and in positive direction, in positive Y we will move this key. Click OK. You can see key will be shown here. Then next, this shaft left hand side, edit explosion, select this one, and again in Y direction minus say 80. So it is moved to the left. Okay. Same thing we will do for the right hand side sub assembly, the second one. Again go to edit explosion, select this flange, move Y direction 80. And again this shaft will be moved. So shaft say 160 से move करेंगे इसको. See this shaft, it has been moved, and this key को भी थोड़ा सा मूव कर देंगे by 10. So this is the explosion. Save this. It will look like this. If you go to no explosion, this is our assembly. ये हमारा assembly है, original one. And at any point of time, if you want to see this exploded view, just go to exploded views and go to this Oldham explosion. That's it. So in this way, you can have number of components and their positions where they are and check. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
So in this way you can create any explosion और दूसरा भी explosion आप create कर सकते हो. So you can go to new explosion and any other. Okay, we'll see. Go to assembly, exploded view, new explosion. अभी इसको Oldham explosion 2. I'm giving the name. Okay, and in Oldham explosion 2 we will edit select this object, shaft, move, say in x में हमने इसको मूव कर दिया. Okay, similarly this flange can be moved in x, say minus 50. And see. Even more we can move it again, move out like this. So let us say this is the explosion. Okay, we have just changed the location of flange and all these things, one sub assembly, and we'll save this. So if you go to no explosion, this is our assembly. And if you go to Oldham explosion 2, will look like this. ये second explosion है. And if you go to Oldham explosion, पहला वाला जो है. So this is your explosion. So in this way you need to follow all these things and create the assembly, create the explosion, all these things. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Yes? So in this way we have created individual part files for each part, and after that we have assembled one by one all the components. And after this, in our next practical, we will see the drafting. Okay. So meanwhile, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, I will show you one more assembly. Already the parts are created. We will see the assembly. Unigraphics NX 7.5 and go to NX cast parts assemblies. Here so can you see this preview? ये caster assembly दिख रहा है क्या?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this caster assembly, it has number of components. यहाँ पे देखो ये जो assembly है, it has one axle. Okay. It has one wheel. ये जो wheel दिख रहा है, देखो this is the wheel. Next component is the axle. ये axle इसके बीच में. Then fork is there. Shaft is there. Spacer is there. ठीक है. So total there are total five components. So one by one, okay, we will call these components and we will assemble. ठीक है. So first wheel को call करेंगे and first component should be placed with absolute origin. ठीक है, ये हो गया हमारा फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट. नेक्स्ट कंपोनेंट क्या लेना है? अगेन गो टू ऐड कंपोनेंट एंड हियर टू फॉर्क, क्लिक ओके. ठीक है. अब यहाँ पे वी हैव डन वन मिस्टेक. कौन सा मिस्टेक है?
By constraints.
Yes, by absolute origin we had taken this fork. It should be by constraint. So I will undo this. Again go to this one. यहाँ पे चले जाओ पहले by constraint. Select the fork. Click OK. ठीक है. Then now we need to align axis of this wheel to this fork. तो यहाँ पे आ जाओ, टच अलाइन एंड ओरिएंटेशन, गो टू अलाइन. Select the center line of this wheel and center line of this caster. Click OK. So you can see it has been aligned. ये अलाइन हो चुका है. नेक्स्ट चले. Go for axle. By constraints. Again, center of these two should be aligned with the center of this axle. तो इसका axle select कर लो. This center. And center line in the wheel. Click OK. So you can see centers are aligned, but it can move in along the axis. Okay. So what we need to do, constraint करना पड़ेगा हमको इसको. Okay. First let us move this, इसको बाहर निकालो, and we will check the dimensions. Go to measure distance. Select this face and this face. कितना ये 82.55. 82.55. उसके बाद इस कैस्टर, इसका ये फेस और ये फेस कितना डिस्टेंस है, ये है 69.85. Okay, so what is to be done? If you want this axle to be placed, okay, symmetrically, है ना, from the center of this, क्या करना पड़ेगा? 82 minus 69.85 divided by 2. Tell me the answer.
$6.09.
6.09. 6.09. So this 6.09 should be the distance from this outer face of this fork and this face of this axle. ठीक है. So again go to constraints and here you select distance and select this face and this face. Here distance 8.62 अभी है, इसको कर दो 6.09. क्लिक ओके. अभी यहाँ पे देखो, नेक्स्ट क्या करना है? We need to place this wheel also, है ना, व्हील को भी प्लेस करना पड़ेगा. क्या करें? Same thing, find out the distance from this face to this face. कितना आ रहा है? 42.86 42.86 ठीक है। तो इसको भी वैसे ही करो 82.55 माइनस 42.86 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 करो। टेल मी द आंसर।
19.84.
19.84. So distance from this outer face of this fork and wheel. Again go to constraints, distance, select this face and select this one. It should be 19.84. Click OK. Now you can see, I think we have done some mistake. कुछ mistake हो गया हमारा। Hmm. 69.85 minus 42.86 by 2 करो। 69.85 minus 42.86 divided by 2.
13.49.
13.49 ठीक है। पहले हमने जो लिया था 82.5 वो एक्सेल का था। तो नाउ हाउ टू चेंज इट, अभी हमको न्यू कंस्ट्रेंट में नहीं जाना है, वी नीड टू चेंज दिस। So you can go to assembly navigator, ठीक है, and go to this right click edit, यहाँ पे डाल दो 13.49, click OK. So now it is equally spaced, ठीक है। अभी ये ठीक हो गया। नेक्स्ट कंपोनेंट ऐड करेंगे। शाफ्ट है ना, पहले असेंबली देखेंगे, असेंबली कैसी है इसकी। यू कैन सी दिस, ये शाफ्ट है, बीच में स्पेसर है इसके, ठीक है। तो पहले स्पेसर ले लेंगे, दिस वन, क्लिक ओके। हाँ, व्हाट इज टू बी डन, क्या करें, we will align center of this spacer, center of this fork. Click OK. It has been aligned, okay, but it can move, ये vertically move हो सकता है। You move it in the direction, I don't know why it's happening. We will redo this spacer, click OK. center line. Click OK. You can see this is aligned, that is okay, but it can move along the axis. So what is to be done? We need to touch this top surface of this fork to the bottom surface of this spacer. Again, go to constraints, touch align, touch, click this and this one, click OK. Now it cannot move. अभी ये move नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है. Last component is shaft. क्या करना है इसके साथ? Same thing, touch align, center of this and center line in the fork. Click OK. Now you can see this. It should be reversed. ये उल्टा हो गया है. इसको कर दो रिवर्स. Now it is been reversed and again it can move in this direction. ये direction में move हो रहा है. So we'll give the one more constraint, touch align, touch. So this top face of the spacer and this collar, click OK and see. Okay, is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So we will stop here. Thank you for joining.